Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name is Rochelle and I am doing an actual birthday reading for Virgo. It's Virgo season right now. Happy birthday to all of my Virgos out there. My birthday is coming up too. I hope you have a wonderful birthday season. And let's see what's coming in for you. Efficiency. Ugh, such a Virgo thing. I love that. There's an angel here underneath the desk. Not really sure why the Virgo, why the angel is underneath the desk, but on top of the desk there's an inbox and an outbox. And the inbox is empty and the outbox is stacked high. So, you know, you're getting things done very efficiently and then you're allowing yourself to rest. And I'm not sure what this angel is doing. Reading, possibly? Yeah, reading. Or it could be like drinking from a bowl of soup. Or drinking from a big bowl. Kind of looks like that. Whatever it is, it's like work is done and it's time to rest and do something that is just enjoyable, just for you. And then we have purpose. We have an angel ice climbing up a probably snowy peaks, but the sun is shining. So, you know, you're doing something here that is, you're feeling driven. It's not easy, but it is satisfying. And there's some kind of big goal that you have or you're going to have. And you're kind of, you know, being methodical about it, taking it one ice pick at a time, one step at a time. What are they called? Crampons for your shoes? One crampon at a time. Anyway, you know, and you're knocking things out. You're like, okay, here's my to-do list. Boom, boom, boom. Like getting it done, and you know, in record time, because you're kind of mapping out the way, you're creating the, I don't know, the outline or you're strategizing. And anyway, yeah, very cool. Okay, so let me go with the elemental oracle here. Yeah, sometimes I pick these angel cards and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not sure. We'll find out. But there's a lot of information here today. Let's see. We've got inner core and solidity, number 18. Fire and ignition, number 8. This one came up for one of the unbirthday readings I did. Maybe more than one, actually. This has come up at least a couple times recently. And then storms and cleansing. And we've got the motorcycle confirmation once again. Number 23. Okay. Let me read from the little book. So, inner core and solidity. Stay constant in your endeavors. Do not stop your progress. Seek those who are reliable and solid. Keep your promises. The greatest power is from the inside out. Yeah. And that's exactly what this looks like, what this feels like. You are staying constant. You have this goal and you're not letting yourself get distracted or deterred. Maybe you are seeking people who are reliable and solid, because you know, you need people you can depend on, and even if that's just for moral support. And then also too, this image, it makes me think of something. There's like something here between two people that is dissolving. These two faces don't look particularly happy, but what's coming out of it is this dove. So there's some kind of peace coming out of a relationship that has fractured and dissolved. So then we have fire and ignition, number 8. Live your passion. Allow your spirit to drive you forward. Don't overthink the situation. Now is the time to innovate and take action. Be a lighthouse for others or find yourself a mentor. So yeah, exactly. There's this very strong energy about moving forward, being very consistent, and finding a mentor, or having somebody who you can lean on as you do this. And then we have cleansing and storms. Or storms and cleansing. Sometimes you need to raise a lot of energy to blow away what you no longer need. An issue will come to a dramatic head. Cleanse your body. Let go of what you feel you no longer need. Be specific in your release. Harm as little as you can. So as you are moving forward, as you are kind of making your way up this mountain, you are shedding the extra weight. You are shedding the things that are unnecessary, that have become a burden, and that could be people as well. And an issue will come to a dramatic head. So yeah, this may be just something that as you continue to move forward, it's like you're elevating. And this can be metaphorical, this can be literal, but you're creating distance between yourself and others. We'll just say others. There could be one specific, there could be many, but others who they can't keep up, or they don't get you or understand why you're doing this or even what you're doing. Energetically speaking, you are shifting into the next gear. And so you're kind of leaving some people in your dust. And or situations, or whatever that looks like for you. So I'm going with the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Self-reflection, 17. Yeah. And that breaks down to an 8, and ignition and fire, also 8, or fire and ignition. So through self-reflection, okay, this card always makes me think of, it's like doing the shadow work, and in doing that you are befriending parts of yourself that you may have previously ignored or disliked, shunned, repressed, suppressed. And this is just getting down in there with those parts of yourself. It's recognizing that you need all the parts of yourself to successfully move forward. And it's not just, when I say successfully, success can mean different things to different people. So, it's kind of creating a psychic and emotional foundation from which to build from and launch yourself from. And that's where you are, that's where you are pulling from, that space. That's where you're getting your energy that has to do with this purpose and this efficiency. And so anyway, it's like as you make friends, as you befriend, as you ally yourself with yourself, and you look at who you are, what you want, where you've been, where you're going, or where you want to go, this is lighting a fire under you. It's getting you really excited. And there's something that you are tapping into that is it was whatever it is, you're really into it. Oh, I forgot to say too that even though this is a Virgo reading, a birthday bonus reading, your birthday does not have to fall in Virgo season in order for this reading to resonate, because my readings are for ultimately for everyone. The signs are kind of arbitrary. We all have everything in our chart. So anyway, apply this as it fits, but this can definitely be for you. And then we have release 27, which breaks down to a 9. Inner core and solidity also break down to a 9, or breaks down. So you are releasing a connection, and you're releasing, like I was saying, the things that have been weighing you down, because you need a lot of strength and energy to get yourself where you're going, and you don't want the weight. You don't want to carry a burden anymore. And especially in this image, she's coming out of this kind of these dead, overgrown weeds. And then there are butterflies here. And there's all this light. It almost looks like emanating from her heart and solar plexus. And it's like you're being drawn forward. It's almost beyond you. And this transformation, because of the butterflies here, it's opening your heart, and it's opening that solar plexus chakra. So, meaning what you are doing is it's like a labor of love. It's something that you feel very passionate about, and your heart is all in it. You're all in. And then there's the will and the ability to take action on that. And it's happening. You're being moved, or you're being drawn out of where you felt stuck before, where things were dead and have died, and you're coming into a place that is free and clear from those things that have been weighing you down, holding you back, that kind of thing. Oh, one more. One more. And then we have surrender 26. Another 8. So we have 3 8s on the table now. Interesting that we have release and surrender. And both of these are 8s. And so fire and ignition and surrender. You're surrendering to some kind of excitement, some kind of passion, some kind of new desire as you release the old. And it's like letting go of the old is creating space. They say that I think the saying is the universe abhors a vacuum. And I don't like to vacuum either. Just kidding. Where there's space created, energy wants to fill that space. And so just the act of clearing out, whether this is internal, external, however that looks for you, you're creating space for something new to come in. And this surrender has to do with, it's not a giving up, it's allowing the energy to flow through you. There isn't resistance. There's just a very clear purpose and understanding of what you need to do to go. And it's happening. I'm trying to think of how to say it. It's like you're not even driving the ship, or you're, steering the ship. It's like it's being steered for you and you're kind of along for the ride. But this is something, but you are also a co-conspirator, co-creator. Um, but it's like it's all being fed to you, and you're lit up and you're excited and you're on fire. You've got this purpose, you're going for it, and nothing's going to stop you. Nothing is going to stop you. That's powerful. So I'm going with the Enchanted Map Oracle. Goblins, number 5. 5 is the number of change. This goblins here, well, I'll talk about it in a minute. Ride the wave, 14 breaks down to a 5. Yeah, and this ride the wave is, very similar to this surrender. And riding the dolphins, having some fun. Wishing well, 48. Oh, you know what? We have another 5 here too. Storms and cleansing. So 3 5s, 3 8s. And 8 is all about movement and momentum and abundance. So there's a big change that whatever you are doing is, as you are being kind of propelled forward, you are going to find yourself possibly you've landed on some kind of idea that is going to bring in some money, finances, or abundance in some way. So what's interesting here is this goblins, because this goblins can speak to negative thinking. It can be negative feedback from other people that put doubt in your mind. There's this kind of speaks to me of the weeds that you are releasing yourself from. And it's something that we all encounter in life. It's a part of life. And I feel like the goblins are actually, they're there to help us identify the areas in which we need to reflect and work on healing or resolving. And so I feel like, whatever the goblins mean to you, you're saying, okay, well, yes, I have doubts, or yes, I have fears. Or there are people who are in your ear, and, and you feel kind of like, I don't know if they support me so well, but you're also saying, like, it's helping me to become more and more clear about my purpose and my own passion, and I'm not letting this stop me. This is a reminder of maybe where I used to be versus who I am now and where I want to go. And it's like, whatever, if you have these fears that are huge, that feel insurmountable, you're shrinking them down in a way that, you're realizing, oh, this is not that big of a deal. And instead, you are jumping on the wave. You are getting into this very playful energy, because you recognize that by identifying with the goblins, that keeps you small. It keeps you shrunk down. And what's happening here is a huge expansion. This transformation is It's very powerful. And I feel like you're kind of, with riding the wave here, it's like you're kind of high on life, high on the idea of whatever it is that you're doing. There's this intense excitement, and you're having so much fun. And you know, these dolphins are up here at the top of the wave just as it's about to crash. But it's like riding the wave, not feeling worried about being overtaken by the wave. It's like knowing that by staying in a playful energy, that is your ride. That is your way to ride the wave, rather than get, sucked into the undertow. And wishing well. Whatever you're doing has to do with a wish, something that you really, really want. Riding the wave toward a wish, towards something that this mask is interesting. Leaving something behind. There are lots of like winged creatures here, and I can't really tell what they are. They could be birds. They look like birds, but you can't really see the bodies. Let me just see real quick. Wishing well. Desire is the sacred impulse for life. Feel it, but let go of all attachment to ownership. Which, yeah, that's what surrender is all about. This is all about putting it out there, shooting off that rocket of desire, as Abraham Hicks would say, and then forgetting about it. Being like, I put the wish out there. I know what I want. Now I'm going to just focus on doing the thing. I'm surrendering to the situation, to whatever will happen, will happen. And so you've got this very Zen attitude, but you've also got this very driven energy as well. I'm picturing like, being on a river. And if you're in a rowboat, trying to row either way, upstream or downstream, especially upstream, pretty difficult. And you've come to the understanding that it makes the most sense to just go with the current. But instead of in a rowboat, you're in a speedboat. And so you're like, okay, I'm going with the current. I'm gonna follow, wherever it takes me. And I'm also gonna do it really fast. Because it's like you're on a mission. Yeah, something like this. So let me get some cards from the Osho Zen Tarot. Sharing is caring. This is the Queen of Fire. Yeah. I feel like this is you wanting to share your resources, your light, what you're doing. Maybe you're, because we a couple of times here we have like, find a mentor. There's people who are there to help you. And maybe you're sharing this idea, as a way to get assistance. We have the Dream. 6 of Water. Let me get one more. And Change. Yes. We have all these 5s. And, okay. The change is, okay. Let me think about how to say this. You could be coming from a perspective or a mentality of thinking that you couldn't be happy unless you had X, Y, and Z in place. And this could look like, oh, I need a romantic partner in order to be happy. Or once I've landed that dream job, then I'll be happy. Once I finally achieve, the optimal health, or whatever it is for you, you've had some kind of contingency plan just popped into my mind, but that's not quite it. It's like you've thought that in order to have B, you need to have A first. And this is all changing. It's like you showed up and you were giving of yourself, you were giving of your resources, and thinking that that would help draw in the right circumstances, the right people, to launch you or to boost you or to achieve that state of happiness that maybe had eluded you for however long. And this is all changing because you're coming to the understanding that your happiness is in your own hands and always has been. And that happiness is not about getting what you want. It's about being happy with what you have. There's a Sheryl Crow song. I always forget that line. But anyway, you're kind of in this place, this energy now of, okay, first of all, happiness comes first. It's not, happiness isn't the outcome. Happiness is the method, the way to get to where you want to go. I often mention this, the postcard on my wall, happiness is not happiness is not a state to arrive at, but a method of traveling. And you've come to some kind of deep understanding about this. And you're like, oh, yeah, I need to focus on what makes me happy now and not worry about what's coming in the future. If something's for me, it will show up. I'm not going to put my happiness on hold until that thing shows up. I'm not going to give my power away in hopes that I'm going to get some kind of dream that doesn't exist. I can create my own dream. I can do it. I have it in me to go after what I want and to create my own happiness. You're empowering yourself. And it's like everything is shifting for you because your whole understanding, your whole mentality around this is shifting. It's very powerful. Let me get some cards from the Four Spirits Oracle and see if you will be blessed by the typos. There's probably at least one Virgo out there who's like, how dumb is that to purposely get a deck that has typos? Yeah. Oh my God. This is amazing. Butterfly spirit. Oh God, look at this image. It's beautiful. I love the art on these. Transform. Welcome change and emerge stronger, just as the butterfly emerges from its cocoon. You got a typo. You're emerging from your cocoon. And yeah, we have the butterflies. We have this transformation that's happening in a really profound way. And welcome change, that's what the surrender is all about. It's saying, okay, bring it. Universe, spirit, source, life, whatever. Like, I'm ready for something new. I'm ready to embrace life in all its forms, whatever it has for me. Bring it. Bring it. Yes. Toad spirit, leap of faith. Jump in fearlessly, knowing, period, that every small step counts. Stowards your ultimate success. You got 2 typos in that one. Stowards your success. So yeah, jumping in fearlessly, taking a leap of faith. You are definitely doing that. And maybe this transformation is helping you to recognize your power and how you can just, it's like you're working with the fear, you're overcoming, you're doing the shadow work, and so you're like, all right, I'm gonna go for this thing because it's exciting and it feels good, and why not, you know? Fish spirit, this keeps coming up, and I love this because it's positive. Maintain your freedom and independence. Good luck will slowly approach you goods. You got a triple header, triple whatever, like you, you got typos on every card. This is amazing. And fish for me always represent specifically financial abundance, and it's because of this positive mindset, this positive energy that you were leaning into, this very playful, fun energy, and you're maintaining your freedom and independence. That's a part of this release. You're getting out of the weeds, and I just saw 3131 on the timer. You're letting go, you're releasing, and this is putting you into this place of good fortune, where you just feel blessed and lucky, even though I always say this, luck implies something random that happens. This is not random. This is all very intentional, and it's all because of you doing the work and focusing on how you can improve your life and letting yourself feel inspired by whatever is coming to you. It's seeing the opportunities and being able to jump on them as they come. Okay, so I need to close this out. Yeah, I think I'm just going to close this out with a Beyond Lemuria oracle. My glasses for this. All right, what do we got? Ooh, she's half out of the water, and we have dolphins again. Again, this very playful energy. There's all of this energy up around her, this kind of sacred geometry going on, and there's even a heart up above, and her hands are up, and there's a mountain in the background. So again, we have the mountain, and there's a light shining at the top. There's like a kind of what looks like lotus flowers, like all the different chakra mandalas, all well, anyway, I don't know how to describe it. I'll just show it. Okay, so we have life force energy. Revel in the bliss of being alive. This card is packed with luminous life force energy for optimal health and healing. As much as is possible, seek joy and upliftment in everything you do. Ride that wave. Lean into that positive energy, positive attitude. Consider the foods you eat, the environments you spend time in, the people in your life, and what you wear. Increase your awareness of how things come to be in your world and their energetic resonance. And it's so funny, as I was reading that, because it said, consider what you wear, increase your awareness. Anyway, of how things come to be in your world and their energetic resonance. You may be inspired to work with healing energies, with the land, perhaps to grow vegetables. You are encouraged to joyously make your life a piece of Eden. As a result, you will shine with vitality. Yeah, and that's a huge part of this energy. It's a lot of vitality, and you know, you're going from the caterpillar to the butterfly, from being very slow and sluggish and hungry all the time to now you're transforming. You're going to fly. You're going to be lighter. You are inspired and excited with the knowledge and understanding that nothing can hold you back except yourself. And you're doing something about that. And you're like, all right, well, I'm not going to be the one holding me back. So if that's the only thing in my way, then knock that out and go. And yeah. And then I also just got knocking it out of the park. So this is amazing. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, week, month, and year. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, and wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah.